Good morning guys, welcome to Rod Building Basics. In this series I'm going to teach you how to build a custom rod in short step-by-step videos that you can watch and rewatch until you get the process down for yourself. Today we're talking about installing cork handles. Let's get started. Cork grips. Now these are the custom cork grips that I made in another video called Custom Cork. Part 1 where I glued them together, part 2 where I shaped them. In the rod tools video of this series I left out probably some pretty important tools, and those are your reamers. Now I have this reaming kit. You can buy it just about anywhere that sells rod building supplies. It does 4 different sizes. They come with handles that screw on so you can do it with no problem. I cheat. I have got a cordless drill that I'm going to use. I would recommend doing your first couple by hand. But after that, once you get the feel of how cork reams, you can do it with power. You just have to be careful because you can oblong your ream and it will not mate up on the rod perfectly. But you'll get the hang of it after you've done a couple of them by hand. This one, we're going to do power. So let's start with the rear grip. Now these cork rings that I put together to build this cork grip came with a 1/4 inch diameter hole. When you're buying cork, there is ID sizes on most cork grips that you buy. I would recommend 1/2 to start with. There are some bigger ones for bigger rods, but if you buy your grip in the 1/2 inch ID size, the inside diameter size, it's going to be very close to what you need for most medium heavy to heavy blanks for bass fishing. It just takes a little work out of it for you, but this has the 1/4. I'm going to cheat and use power. Let's go. So I'm going to start with my smallest reaming tool, which it stops about right there. So I'm going to chuck it up in my cordless drill. I've got a trash box down here that's going to catch the cork dust. Normally I would do it on that side of the wall, but it's cold in Florida, so I'm in the rod shop. I'll deal with the dust today. So here we go. First one. Okay, reamed out the smallest diameter reaming tool I have. Not even close. I know I need to be a little over 1/2, so we're going to move to the next reamer. The reamer got me a little bit because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, but that happens. So I'm getting close. I'm going to check it on my blank. And that's where it stops. So I've got a little bit more to go because I'm bringing this piece to here. Probably going to take the full length of the other ream tool. There, we're getting close. Not quite there. You have to be very careful with cork. I typically over ream cork and build arbors back with tape because cork is very fragile. If this was EVA, I wouldn't ream it much more. I'd slide it down because you want EVA or wind grips to stretch and be very tight on the blank. But I'm going to ream this again. I'm going to be very careful with it because I'm getting to where my cork is getting thin at my tenon and at the rear of my grip here, so let's ream it just a little bit more. Alright, that should fit it just fine. There we go. Just a little bit loose. That's exactly what I want. I'll put 1 wrap of tape and tighten that up when I glue it. Okay, next is the butt grip. This may completely disappear, honestly. This tenon, it's going to be so thin when we get it reamed to the right diameter, it may be gone completely. So let's get busy reaming this one. Not quite there, but we're getting close. Gotta be very careful at this point. I don't have a lot of cork left anywhere. except for in the middle of the grip. I'm on my largest reamer, just barely gonna shave probably a millimeter off the inside, and hopefully this whole thing stays together. Well, like I predicted, the tenon broke. Well, it was paper thin anyway. It won't matter when we glue it all up, but it does fit. We'll slide it up to here. We'll do a tape arbor for the butt cap, and we'll be all set. That's it for reaming cork grips up, guys. Nothing to it. You just got to take your time, be careful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.